Ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
You think you could follow those directions I gave you? See, look at how tiny he
Oh,
is.
now you're small.
Like Ant-Man.
I guess.
Well, this is kind of like,
I would like to see a Lego Ant-Man. That would be fun.
like Lego Ant-Man based on the movie, or just Lego Ant-Man in general? Because I can
on the movie?
I can show you either my Lego Ant-Man minifigures from the movie, or the Lego Ant-Man in Lego Marvel Superheroes, or I think they added levels based on the movie to Lego Avengers.
That'd be cool.
I think they did.
I would be impressed.
I didn't get any of the DLC to Lego Avengers.
Oh.
I think some of them might have been free. I could be wrong. Make me normal. Oh, never mind. There it goes.
You are normal sized.
I don't know. Maybe one of these days you and I can sit through all of Lego Marvel Superheroes, because I think
that sounds like quite an adventure.
it will be. Because the cool thing about it is there's also maybe this fella.
This fella?
Yep.
But we're not doing that yet.
No, but I need him to cut open this hole.
I wonder who he is.
Oop. Oh wow! I like that he came in and announced his name.
Yeah, that was convenient.
What did I do wrong?
Because I was going to not remember his name. What did you do?
I had done a thing wrong, but
X. You have to hit X.
what were we talking about? Adventure Time?
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man. Oh, Lego Marvel. It'll take a little while, but there's a bunch of little like side missions you can do that are based on characters that aren't really a big part in the main story. So there's like a level where you play as Daredevil and you fight the Kingpin, or
That's
you
neat.
play as. There's one that's set in like the gym that you see Captain America working out in the first Avengers.
Oh, cool.
I know you wrestle the Blob, I believe.
Neat.
There's another one. I'm trying because there's like 5 or 6 of them, and they're just all over New York. And you have to build. You get the gold bricks to build the gateways.
Maybe at one point we'll discover what they are by playing them.
Oh yeah, well I guess that would make more
Theoretically.
sense.
Or we could just spend this whole episode talking about future maybe episodes. I bet that would be interesting.
Some people might like it. Okay, so now, because it skipped that, because I've already built it, I need the Jake car.
Now you need the Jake car.
Yes. For this car ramp. That I discovered you can take any vehicle off of when Tim and I were playing
Yeah, that makes sense.
Back to the Future, because I was just kind of like, hey, let's see if the hoverboard can go off of this. And I accidentally bumped it, and the hoverboard shot through the barn door right into Old Man Peabody's pine tree.
The car actually is Jake.
Yes.
He can stretch.
Does he do that a lot?
The episode I remember is he turns into a car and then stands up and like lowers his body around Finn, and then Finn is in the driver's seat and he's just staring with his like, oh dear God, what has happened?
That sounds really gross.
That's Adventure Time.
Maybe it's a good thing I haven't been watching that show. Because I keep thinking maybe I'll give it another chance, but...
Well, this is a good segue into continuing my story.
Okay.
So the Blade of Grass is his cannon sword for a while. And then they introduce this whole plot where he thinks he can find his dad.
Okay.
In order to find his dad, he accidentally kills a guy to go to prison.
Okay.
But it's like a super space prison.
Okay.
It's the worst prison imaginable.
Okay.
And he finds this guy that he thinks is his dad, and they formulate an escape plan.
Okay.
And then as they're leaving, the dad is like escaping, like flying away with some friends of his. And Finn is trying to hold on.
Okay.
Because he's like, no, don't go, Dad. I love you, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Which I don't know if they ever confirmed if he's actually his dad or not.
Uh-huh.
Because I thought he wasn't, and that Finn just thought he was. And the grass sword that originally wrapped around his arm turns into a full giant grass arm.
Oh.
And it's super cool. And he's holding on to his dad, but then the dad eventually, like, whatever he's on and holding on to, overpowers it, and he rips Finn's arm off.
Okay.
Which is conveniently less graphic, because it just looks like they're ripping off the grass arm. So it just looks like grass falling apart, and not like, oh dear God, you ripped my arm off.
Okay.
But then Finn doesn't have an arm.
Like permanently, or just for a little while?
For a bit.
They just took his arm away from him?
Yeah. Well, because there's an episode where he gets a magic psychic arm that helps him construct a giant tower because he's mad at his dad.
Okay.
But eventually what happens is his arm has a little flower grow out of it,
Okay.
and he meets a bee.
Okay.
Sadly, it's not Barry B. Benson.
We're not. We're not.
Is there not a Lego Dimensions B movie?
We're not B moving. B movies had its time. We don't need B movie. No bees, no nothing.
So this bee, because bees pollinate flowers,
Yes.
is like attracted to the flower on Finn's arm.
Okay.
Have you ever? I don't know if this has ever actually been a thing, but imagine like a really creepy, kind of jerky guy
Okay.
at like a college party
Okay.
who keeps trying to awkwardly get too close to a girl he likes.
Okay.
And it's really creepy and kind of skeezy.
Okay.
Like, you could see that being a thing.
Yes.
Imagine that exact same scenario, but it's the bee awkwardly trying to get too close to the flower on Finn's arm.
Okay.
And he keeps telling her, like, no, we're just friends. I don't want anything more than this, bee. But, like, there's actually a scene where they're dancing, and she keeps trying to, like, accidentally bump into the flower.
Okay.
And then Finn gets under attack, so in order to defend him, she turns into a giant mecha,
Right, as one does.
as bees tend to do.
Okay.
And there's like a full-on, like, Japanese robot anime transformation sequence.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
And then she saves him, and he's like, cool, thanks. But then she gets mad because he still only looks at her as a friend.
Okay.
And then I think she starts singing, and his flower turns into a tree,
Okay.
and then the tree explodes, and he has his arm back.
So then the bee doesn't get to be with the flower?
No, because then the flower eventually falls down, and she gets to be with the flower.
I see.
It was a creepy episode.
I see.
So what's going on here?
I'm trying to save this old lady from this... What did they call these?
Old lady?
Yeah, that one over there.
You have to... There you go.
I forget what these things were. I don't think they're pixies.
I really couldn't tell you.
I don't know if we maybe... I don't know if you maybe
They,
recognize...
I don't know, they almost look familiar.
Isn't Finn... see, it's my understanding, isn't Finn supposed to be like the last human or something?
He's the last human, yes.
So then why did these old ladies look like humans?
I mean, there are things that look human
Oh, there's
that aren't.
Okay, I guess I understand that.
I mean, technically Newt Scamander is there too.
Well, he's a wizard, that's different.
Oh, wizards aren't people? Racist.
No. Wizards aren't people.
Cool.
So,
It looks like you have to build something.
I think it's a trampoline. Oh,
A trampoline?
what is...
Did your controller disconnect a little bit there?
No, Finn's just not...
He's just not feeling it today.
I guess not. Why don't you... There we go.
There you go, you got him. Now you have to jump back. Don't kill the old lady.
Oh, now there's a mini-boss fight.
Oh no. What is it? Is it the giant? Is it the
yeah.
rave giant? Oh, I hope it's the rave giant.
I don't know if it's a rave giant, I just know it's a giant.
It's probably the rave giant, but we can't see him.
He shows up at some point. Like, you get to look at his face. Do I have to, like, Zapadu his giant ogre?
Oh, I don't know. It doesn't look like him.
I don't believe it's the rave giant. Let me just...
There was a giant that had a small community of people living inside of him, and all they did was throw dance parties.
Oh. Spoilers.
Oh. All right, maybe I guess we'll see what happens later.
Yeah, that's actually... I think that's not too long after this part, because you go to, like, some... Because you're trying to find the Enchiridion or whatever.
The Enchiridion, yeah.
And you have to go to this castle called Mount... it's, like, on a mountain.
Oh. Cool.
I'm trapped. Can you untrap me?
I can untrap you.
Can you think of any mountain names from Adventure Time? Because I can't...
It's been a while.
Oh.
I've actually been meaning to catch up because I think I'm a little behind. I'm gonna assume there's not a Steven Universe Lego Dimensions.
No.
That would be cool. I would dig that.
There's I'm assuming Cartoon Network's gonna get more of them. I know some of the weirder ones that don't, as far as I know, don't have levels. I mean, you got A-Team.
A-Team.
And I really enjoy when you need when you need B.A. Baracus to do stuff, because it does a little montage of him building with the A-Team theme playing in the background. There's a Goonies level, like or an adventure world, not a level. Same with the Gremlins.
Okay.
Lego Ghostbusters 2016, Fantastic Beasts, and Lego Batman movie are all going to have adventure worlds, and they also have like 6-part stories, so they have 6 levels.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
The
The A-Team thing seems a little interesting, because that's not something like kids would get.
I don't think most kids that are playing with this would probably get the Gremlins or the Goonies either.
Yeah, but I mean, like, Goonies is a bit more of like a kid-friendly movie. Like, I don't know how many people would have kids be like, oh, I need to show them the A-Team.
I think they just wanted a Mr. T Lego.
Probably.
Or a minifigure. What else was there?
I think this is actually directly from the show. I seem to remember him stealing giant money.
Because I'm pretty sure this is this one, and then I know the Simpsons level is like an episode of the Simpsons, but in like the one with the chili cook-off.
But the one where he like goes on a weird trip, because Chief
Wiggum,
Wiggum, Chief Wiggum has like the super crazy spicy.
Yeah, that's like the second part of the episode or the level.
That's cool. That was a good episode. Back in the day.
So yeah, Travis and I are gonna do the Simpsons one.
Oh, neat.
Does that guy look familiar?
Yes. Vaguely. He's also made of Lego, so it's hard to tell.
Come here, Newt.
Newt!
Tell you what, I'm going to finish this.
Cutting this?
Next time. Yeah, I'm gonna
Next time?
I'm gonna finish Defindoing this next time.
On
Adventure Time.